For my dramatic playbox, I decided to go with an airplane trip theme. I decided to put my props inside an actual piece of luggage because, for one, it's helpful for the teacher to roll around from classroom to classroom, and for two, it's really nice to give the children a look of what an actual piece of luggage looks like, and they can even roll it around if they'd like to, just to get a feel for it. Let's go ahead and get started on what's inside my playbox. So before the students dig into the play box, ideally it would be good to set up maybe 6 to 8 chairs in a row like they are on an actual airplane. The first 2 chairs being for the pilot and the co-pilot. And that would be a great setup to get this started. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get started to see what's inside our play box. So the children would open the piece of luggage, and the first thing they can pull out is an actual model airplane. And I really like it. It really doesn't have anything to do with the rolls or any of the play in here. This is literally just to play with. Next, I would like to post these on the wall. Here we have our departures, and we have our gate and time. And these would be good to put on the wall so that way the passengers can go ahead and look up their flights. Now the first thing they have to do is go and get their tickets, which we have done, and it has the flight number, and then on the back we have the gate number and the time, and they're able to match them up accordingly. So we have gate D at 4 o'clock, gate D at 4 o'clock. And this is just fun for them to do. It also practices letters and numbers, which I do like. Next, we're going with the text inside our box. The first book we have is called Amazing Planes. I really like this book for the children because the characters are cartoon animals, and that makes it fun for them. And I took this page specifically because the flight attendants are giving the passengers juice, which later on will be incorporated into the box. For my next book, I have a book called First Flight. Now in first grade, most kids have not been on an airplane, so I took that into consideration, and this book is really good because it's about a boy's first flight. It has the steps of what happens when you get to the airport and when you board a plane. And the page I decided to go with in this book is the part where there's the pilot giving the boy his wings because he felt that he did a really nice job at behaving and being calm during his first flight. My next book is called Big Busy Airport. And to me, this is the funnest book because it does have sounds, and these are cued throughout the book, and it matches the theme of what's going on. So there's a part where the characters are going through airport security, which I found very important because there is a role for airport security in the box. And like I said, it's a very good interactive book because of the sound effects, and it's just fun for kids to read. So for the first role that the children can decide to play, they can decide if they want to be passengers. If they do decide to be passengers, passengers do need their luggage. So I have a couple of luggage pieces with the luggage tags. I think that children should learn that you need to tag your luggage because it is important in case it does get lost. So we have luggage tags and pieces of luggage for every piece. The next role the kids can decide if they would like to be is the airport security. And I have here our little blue shirt because they are always wearing a blue shirt. And we have a little badge that says TSA on it. And what security is not complete without the security wand. And so they can do actual security check and to see if anyone is carrying any metal just for fun. Next, we are going to get into our flight attendants. And we have the female flight attendant dress equipped with the wings and the scarf. Flight attendants tend to wear scarves, and I just think it's a cute touch. The next role would be the male flight attendants. And here we have a clip-on tie, so that way they don't have to struggle with learning how to tie a tie, and they can just put on the vest and they can be the male flight attendants. Now with the flight attendants, we have our little juices that they can go around pretending to pass out. Whether or not it's an actual juice or maybe even a milk or an orange juice from the cafeteria is at the teacher's discretion. However, this ties into the book very nicely with the first picture I showed you of the flight attendants handing out juice, and I think it's just a cute touch. And And they can also offer a complimentary neck pillow, which if you're a passenger, this is really comfortable for you to wear during your flight. And of course, we have our pilot who is in charge of steering the plane. And pilot has also a clip-on tie. There is no struggle to learn how to tie a tie. We have the pilot's wings, which he can decide to give to one of the passengers if they've been on their best behavior. And of course, aviators. You have to have aviators if you're a pilot. And also for our pilot, we do have traffic control. And this would be why I would prefer the 2 chairs in the front of the plane be towards the wall. So that way the pilot is able to look at his traffic control and steer clear of other aircraft. And for the flight attendants, we have our safety manual, so that way they are able to give a safety demonstration. Just simple things such as how to buckle your seatbelt, the importance of staying in your seat, and how to operate your life vest, which is very important on a plane. And that concludes my dramatic play box called Plane Trip. Thank you.